Choose the list of hurricanes that have made landfall on Fiji. We've gone as far back as the 1970s, and what we've noticed is in the 1970s and the 1980s, the tropical cyclones usually have a category of category scale of 2 and 3. But when we come to the decade of the 20s and to the recent 20th century, we've noticed that the intensity of the tropical cyclone have increased from category 2 and 3. It has moved up to category 5, category 4, and the most severe tropical cyclone that had hit Fiji has had a wind speed as high as 165 knots, which categorizes it as a category 5 tropical cyclone. And from this, we have seen that the physical impact of tropical cyclones have also intensified in terms of the damages, the extent of damages that it has wreaked havoc on Fiji, which includes increased intensity in rainfall, leading to increased intensity in flooding of coastal areas, low-lying coastal areas, and low-lying inland areas. To point out a particular fact is the tropical cyclone Kina, which hit Fiji in 1993. Because of the severe flooding in Viti Levu and in combination with the high tide and heavy seas, it led to the destruction of two big bridges in Fiji. That was the Ba Bridge and the Sigotoka Bridge.
Moving on the social, as we can see the social impacts. So there were more deaths in the present years compared to previous years. So take example, Winston. Winston had about 175 deaths when compared to previous years. And also moving on to the economical side, there were a lot of economical damage when in the present years when compared to the previous years. Why? We can climate change is intensifying the hurricanes nowadays, and people are still not accepting the truth. That's why the government is focusing more on climate change nowadays. They have to put more design some strategies to combat the impacts of the climate change. And also there are some literature which was cited. So Everton will show the temperature and the sea level will rise. The frequencies will be less when compared to the previous years, but the intensity of the hurricanes will be much more higher than the previous years. So these are the literature. See, you can see the frequency, it will be less frequent and the intensity will be much more higher. And